High blood pressure is one of the leading risk factors for cardiovascular disease, stroke, and many other serious complications. This condition often develops silently over the years and may not cause noticeable symptoms until a dangerous complication occurs. Therefore, managing blood pressure is not just about taking medication. It also requires a healthy lifestyle, in which diet plays a crucial role. Many studies have shown that consuming too much salt, processed foods, alcohol, or following an unhealthy diet can lead to high blood pressure and weaken the cardiovascular system. On the other hand, maintaining a well-balanced diet that is low in sodium and rich in vegetables, fruits, and heart-healthy foods can help effectively control blood pressure and reduce the risk of long-term complications. In this video, we will explore common foods and habits that can negatively impact blood pressure and discuss solutions to help individuals adopt a healthier diet and lifestyle. If you find this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more valuable content, and feel free to leave a comment below to share your thoughts. Processed foods can easily cause high blood pressure. Processed foods can have serious health effects, especially for people with high blood pressure. Consuming too much sodium, a key component of salt, can increase the risk of hypertension, leading to severe cardiovascular issues. According to the American Heart Association, AHA, about 70% of the sodium we consume daily comes from processed foods, packaged meals, or restaurant dishes, rather than from the salt we add to our meals. This means that even if someone does not sprinkle extra salt on their food, they may still be consuming a significant amount of sodium without realizing it. Many processed foods, such as bacon, cured meats, ham, sausages, hot dogs, and processed deli meats, contain high amounts of salt and preservatives to extend their shelf life. For example, a single slice of bacon can contain around 150 to 200 milligrams of sodium, while one hot dog may have 500 to 700 milligrams. If someone eats a sandwich with processed meats and cheese, the total sodium intake from that meal alone could exceed 1,500 milligrams, almost the recommended daily limit. Other foods like instant noodles, canned soups, bottled ketchup, processed cheese, salted crackers, potato chips, and even bread can also contain high levels of sodium. A single serving of canned soup, which many people consider a healthy meal option, can contain anywhere from 800 to 1,200 milligrams of sodium, depending on the type and brand. This highlights how easy it is to unknowingly consume excessive amounts of salt if one does not check the nutrition labels on food packaging. Dining out at restaurants can also contribute to high sodium intake. Many restaurants use salt and sodium-rich seasonings to enhance the flavor of their dishes, which can result in customers consuming more salt than they realize. Popular restaurant meals such as pizza, fried chicken, French fries, pasta with creamy sauces and condiments like soy sauce, fish sauce, and mayonnaise are often loaded with sodium. For example, a single slice of pizza can contain around 600 to 900 milligrams of sodium, meaning that eating 2 or 3 slices could easily exceed the recommended limit. A serving of fried chicken with fries can contain between 1,500 and 2,000 milligrams of sodium, not including any dipping sauces. To reduce sodium intake when dining out, people can request that their meals be prepared with less salt or choose lower sodium options, such as steamed or boiled dishes instead of fried or heavily seasoned foods. Another effective way to manage sodium intake is by cooking at home more often. Preparing meals at home allows for better control over salt use and offers the opportunity to use natural flavor enhancers like garlic, lemon, apple cider vinegar, or various herbs instead of salt. For instance, instead of using store-bought sauces that are often high in sodium, one can make a homemade dressing with almond butter and lemon juice or mix olive oil with fresh herbs to create a flavorful yet low-sodium alternative. When purchasing packaged or canned foods, it is important to look for products labeled low sodium or no added salt and carefully read the ingredient list to avoid excessive sodium consumption. According to experts, the recommended daily sodium intake for an adult should not exceed 2,300 milligrams, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams per day, especially for individuals diagnosed with high blood pressure or at risk for heart disease. This means that if breakfast includes a processed meat sandwich with around 1,000 milligrams of sodium, Adding a bowl of canned soup and a slice of bread for lunch could bring the total sodium intake close to 2,000 milligrams before even reaching dinner. For long-term heart health and stable blood pressure, making dietary changes, such as reducing processed food consumption, limiting restaurant meals, and actively choosing lower sodium foods, is essential. Healthy alternatives include eating more fresh vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and lean proteins, such as fresh fish or poultry that have not been processed. Additionally, drinking enough water helps the body flush out excess sodium and supports better blood pressure control. Transitioning to a low-sodium diet does not have to happen overnight. It can be done gradually by reducing processed foods and increasing the use of fresh, wholesome ingredients in daily meals. 2. Cheese contains a lot of salt, which is not good for blood pressure. Cheese is often considered a nutritious snack because it is rich in calcium and an excellent source of protein. However, many types of cheese contain high amounts of salt and saturated fats, which can contribute to high blood pressure and increased cholesterol levels, leading to a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. While cheese can be part of a balanced diet, it is essential to choose the right types and consume it in moderation to maintain heart health. Many popular cheeses, such as feta, blue cheese, Parmesan, and processed cheese, have significantly high sodium content. For example, 1 ounce of feta cheese can contain around 300 to 400 milligrams of sodium, while blue cheese may have between 325 and 500 milligrams per ounce. Parmesan, commonly used for seasoning pasta and salads, can have up to 450 milligrams of sodium per ounce. Processed cheeses, including cheese spreads and slices, often contain even more sodium due to added preservatives and flavor enhancers. A single slice of processed cheese can contribute 250 to 400 milligrams of sodium, which quickly adds up, especially when combined with other salty foods. This makes it easy to exceed the recommended daily sodium intake without realizing it. The American Heart Association recommends limiting daily sodium intake to no more than 2,300 milligrams, with an ideal target of 1,500 milligrams for individuals with high blood pressure or those at risk for heart disease. This means that consuming just a few servings of high-sodium cheese, along with other salty foods such as cured meats, bread, and sauces, can quickly push sodium levels beyond the recommended limit. In addition to sodium, cheese is often high in saturated fats, which can contribute to higher cholesterol levels. For instance, an ounce of cheddar cheese contains about 6 grams of saturated fat, which is nearly 30% of the recommended daily limit for individuals aiming to maintain heart health. Regular consumption of high-fat and high-sodium cheeses may increase the risk of hypertension, arterial stiffness, and cardiovascular complications over time. For those who enjoy cheese but want to manage their blood pressure effectively, choosing lower sodium and reduced fat options is a practical solution. Some lower sodium cheeses include fresh mozzarella, Swiss cheese, ricotta, and cottage cheese, which typically have less sodium than aged or processed varieties. For example, Swiss cheese contains about 50 to 75 milligrams of sodium per ounce, making it a much better option for people monitoring their sodium intake. Ricotta and cottage cheese also offer lower sodium alternatives while still providing a good source of protein and calcium. When purchasing cheese, it is helpful to check nutrition labels and look for products marked as low sodium or reduced sodium to ensure better control over dietary sodium intake. In addition to selecting lower sodium cheese options, portion control is essential. Instead of consuming large servings of cheese in one meal, it may be better to enjoy smaller portions spread throughout the day. Incorporating cheese into meals alongside fresh vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help balance sodium and fat intake while still allowing for its nutritional benefits. For example, adding a small amount of shredded Swiss cheese to a salad or using cottage cheese as a topping for whole grain toast can provide flavor and nutrition without excessive sodium. Pairing cheese with potassium-rich foods such as spinach, avocados, and bananas can also help counteract the effects of sodium by supporting healthy blood pressure regulation. Cooking at home more often and preparing meals with fresh, whole ingredients is another effective way to reduce sodium consumption from cheese and other processed foods. Instead of relying on pre-packaged cheese sauces, making homemade cheese-based dishes using natural herbs and spices can enhance flavor without excessive salt. For example, mixing ricotta cheese with garlic, lemon juice, and fresh basil can create a delicious, low-sodium spread for whole grain crackers or vegetables. Using nutritional yeast as an alternative topping for pasta or salads can also provide a cheesy flavor without the high sodium content. For individuals with high blood pressure, enjoying cheese in moderation does not pose an immediate risk, but mindful choices can make a significant difference in long-term health. Instead of eliminating cheese entirely, focusing on healthier options, controlling portion sizes, and balancing meals with nutrient-rich foods can help maintain stable blood pressure and support heart health. Drinking plenty of water and engaging in regular physical activity can further aid in managing blood pressure by promoting better circulation and reducing the impact of dietary sodium. Making gradual adjustments to eating habits and being mindful of sodium intake from all sources can lead to sustainable and heart-healthy dietary patterns over time. 3. Limit spices to reduce blood pressure. Many people do not realize that some of the most commonly used condiments and sauces contain high amounts of sodium, which can contribute to high blood pressure. Items such as ketchup, soy sauce, bottled salad dressings, mustard, and fish sauce often contain hidden sodium that adds up quickly, even in small servings. Scientific studies have shown that reducing sodium intake can help lower blood pressure and prevent excessive water retention in the body. This is particularly important for individuals with hypertension, as too much sodium can cause the body to hold on to extra fluid, increasing the volume of blood and putting additional pressure on the arteries. While avoiding salt shakers at the table is a good first step, it is just as crucial to pay attention to sodium levels in condiments and processed sauces. For example, a single tablespoon of soy sauce can contain around 900 to 1,000 milligrams of sodium, which is nearly half of the recommended daily intake for people with high blood pressure. Similarly, bottled ketchup can have around 150 to 200 milligrams of sodium per tablespoon, and some brands of mustard can contain up to 150 milligrams per teaspoon. Salad dressings, particularly those that are creamy or pre-packaged, may contain anywhere from 300 to 500 milligrams of sodium per serving, while fish sauce, often used in Asian cuisine, can have more than 1,200 milligrams of sodium per tablespoon. Even seemingly harmless sauces like mayonnaise or barbecue sauce can contribute significantly to daily sodium intake. Because condiments are often used in combination with other salty foods such as bread, processed meats, or cheese, the total sodium consumption from a single meal can easily exceed the recommended limit without people realizing it. Health experts suggest that individuals with high blood pressure should limit their daily sodium intake to less than 2,300 milligrams, with an ideal goal of around 1,500 milligrams per day. To achieve this, it is recommended to keep total salt consumption below 3 grams per day and limit soy sauce or fish sauce intake to less than 5 milliliters per serving. One effective strategy is to add salt or seasoning only once during cooking to control the overall sodium content of meals. This means avoiding additional seasoning at the table and being mindful of the types of condiments used when preparing meals at home. Instead of keeping bottles of soy sauce, ketchup, or mayonnaise on the dining table, it is better to remove them completely to avoid the temptation of adding extra sodium to food. Reducing sodium intake does not mean sacrificing flavor. There are many ways to enhance the taste of food without relying on high-sodium condiments. Using fresh herbs such as basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano, and cilantro can add depth to dishes without the need for extra salt. Citrus juices like lemon and lime provide a tangy, refreshing flavor, while vinegar, including apple cider or balsamic vinegar, can bring out the natural taste of ingredients without increasing sodium levels. Garlic, onions, ginger, and black pepper are also excellent alternatives that enhance the richness of meals while supporting heart health. For example, instead of using store-bought salad dressings, a homemade dressing made with olive oil, lemon juice, and fresh herbs can provide flavor without unnecessary sodium. Similarly, substituting low-sodium soy sauce or coconut aminos for regular soy sauce can significantly reduce sodium intake while still maintaining the umami flavor often desired in Asian dishes. Cooking at home more frequently also allows for better control over seasoning and sodium intake. When dining out, it is helpful to request that meals be prepared with less salt or to ask for dressings and sauces to be served on the side. This way, individuals can regulate how much sodium they consume rather than relying on restaurant-prepared meals, which often contain excessive amounts of salt. When grocery shopping, checking food labels and choosing products marked low sodium or no added salt can also make a big difference in reducing overall sodium intake. Many brands now offer healthier alternatives, including reduced sodium ketchup, mustard, and soy sauce, which allow people to enjoy their favorite condiments without compromising heart health. Staying properly hydrated is another important factor in managing blood pressure, as drinking enough water helps the body flush out excess sodium. Pairing a low-sodium diet with regular physical activity, such as walking or light exercise, can further support cardiovascular health and overall well-being. Making gradual changes to dietary habits, rather than attempting to cut out sodium all at once, can help individuals maintain a heart-healthy lifestyle without feeling deprived. The goal is not to eliminate all seasonings and condiments, but to make smarter choices and use alternative flavoring methods that promote better health in the long run. 4. Canned beans. Beans are an excellent source of plant-based protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support heart health and help regulate blood pressure. They are rich in potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants, which contribute to better cardiovascular function by promoting healthy blood circulation and reducing the effects of sodium in the body. Regular consumption of beans has been associated with lower cholesterol levels, improved digestion, and better blood sugar control, making them an ideal food for those managing hypertension. However, while dried or fresh beans are highly nutritious, canned beans often come with an added concern: high sodium content. Canned beans are convenient and can save time in meal preparation, but many varieties are packed in a salty brine that significantly increases sodium intake. A single cup of canned beans can contain anywhere from 300 to 500 milligrams of sodium, depending on the brand and type of beans. Some varieties, such as baked beans or flavored bean products, can have even higher amounts, sometimes exceeding 1,000 milligrams per serving. Given that the American Heart Association recommends a daily sodium intake of no more than 2,300 milligrams, and ideally closer to 1,500 milligrams for those with high blood pressure, consuming canned beans without taking precautions can quickly contribute to excessive sodium consumption. This added sodium can cause water retention, leading to increased blood pressure and putting additional strain on the heart and blood vessels. Fortunately, there are effective ways to reduce sodium in canned beans without compromising their nutritional benefits. One of the simplest methods is to drain and rinse the beans thoroughly under running water before cooking or eating them. Studies have shown that this practice can reduce sodium content by up to 40%, making a significant difference in overall sodium intake. Another option is to soak the beans in a bowl of clean water for a few minutes before draining them, which can help remove even more of the excess sodium. Using these methods allows individuals to enjoy the convenience of canned beans while making them a healthier choice for blood pressure management. For those who want to avoid sodium concerns altogether, choosing low sodium or no salt added canned beans is an even better alternative. Many grocery stores now offer these versions, which provide all the nutritional benefits of beans without the added salt. When shopping for canned beans, it is essential to check the nutrition labels and select products with lower sodium content. Opting for beans labeled low sodium, which contains 140 milligrams of sodium or less per serving, or no added salt, can make a significant difference in maintaining a heart-healthy diet. Additionally, cooking dried beans from scratch is the best way to ensure complete control over sodium intake. Although this method takes more time, it allows for better customization of flavors and seasoning without relying on processed additives. Cooking dried beans in bulk and storing them in the refrigerator or freezer can provide a convenient, low-sodium alternative to canned beans. Incorporating beans into meals alongside fresh, nutrient-rich foods can enhance their health benefits while keeping sodium intake in check. Pairing beans with leafy greens, tomatoes, avocados, and lean proteins can create well-balanced dishes that support cardiovascular health. For example, adding rinsed canned beans to salads, soups, or stir-fries provides texture and nutrition without excessive sodium. Instead of using pre-seasoned canned beans, seasoning them at home with herbs, garlic, onion, and citrus juices can enhance flavor without relying on added salt. Using spices like cumin, turmeric, paprika, and black pepper can also bring depth to dishes while promoting anti-inflammatory benefits. For those who enjoy bean-based spreads or dips, making homemade versions can be a healthier alternative to store-bought options that often contain high amounts of sodium. For example, preparing homemade hummus using low-sodium chickpeas, tahini, olive oil, and fresh lemon juice can provide a heart-healthy snack without unnecessary salt. Similarly, mashed black beans or white beans mixed with garlic and herbs can create flavorful, low-sodium spreads for sandwiches or wraps. By making small adjustments to cooking habits and being mindful of sodium sources, individuals can continue to enjoy the numerous health benefits of beans while maintaining stable blood pressure levels. Staying hydrated is another key factor in managing sodium intake and supporting kidney function, which helps regulate blood pressure. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day can assist the body in flushing out excess sodium and maintaining electrolyte balance. Engaging in regular physical activity and following a diet rich in potassium and fiber, such as incorporating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, can further enhance the benefits of a heart-healthy eating plan. Making gradual changes to dietary habits, such as replacing high-sodium canned foods with fresh or minimally processed alternatives, can lead to long-term improvements in heart health and overall well-being. The goal is not to eliminate convenience, but to make informed choices that align with better blood pressure management and overall cardiovascular health. 5. Eating a lot of grilled food causes high blood pressure. Grilled foods, especially meats, have long been a popular choice for many people due to their smoky flavor and crispy texture. However, for individuals with high blood pressure, consuming grilled foods too frequently may pose significant health risks. Grilling at high temperatures can lead to the production of harmful compounds, increase unhealthy fat levels, and contribute to higher cholesterol levels. Over time, these effects can lead to arterial stiffness, which negatively impacts blood pressure regulation and overall heart health. While grilling itself is not inherently bad, the method and frequency of consumption play a crucial role in determining its impact on cardiovascular health. One major concern with grilled foods is their tendency to increase levels of unhealthy fats and cholesterol in the blood. When meats are grilled at high temperatures, especially over an open flame, fats drip onto the heat source, producing smoke that contains harmful chemicals known as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, and heterocyclic amines, HCAs. These compounds have been linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Additionally, processed and fatty meats such as sausages, bacon, ribs, and certain cuts of beef contain high amounts of saturated fats and sodium, both of which can contribute to high blood pressure. A 2018 study by the American Heart Association found a connection between frequent consumption of grilled meat and an increased risk of hypertension. According to the study, individuals who consumed grilled meats at least 15 times per month had a 17% higher risk of developing high blood pressure compared to those who ate them less frequently. This research highlights the importance of moderation when it comes to grilled food intake, particularly for those who already have high blood pressure or are at risk for cardiovascular disease. While avoiding grilled foods altogether may not be necessary, making mindful choices can help minimize health risks. One effective strategy is to reduce the consumption of red and processed meats, which are more likely to contain unhealthy fats and high sodium levels. Instead, opting for leaner protein sources such as skinless poultry, fish, or plant-based alternatives like tofu and tempeh can provide essential nutrients without excessive saturated fats. Grilling vegetables such as bell peppers, zucchini, mushrooms, and asparagus is another great way to enjoy the benefits of grilling while maintaining a heart-healthy diet. Another key factor in making grilled foods healthier is modifying cooking techniques. Using lower temperatures and indirect grilling methods can help reduce the formation of harmful chemicals. For example, instead of placing meat directly over an open flame, using a grilling pan or wrapping food in foil can prevent direct exposure to high heat. Additionally, marinating meats before grilling with ingredients like olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, or vinegar can create a protective barrier that reduces the formation of PAHs and HCAs. Studies have shown that marinating meat for at least 30 minutes can significantly lower the presence of these harmful compounds while also enhancing flavor without the need for excessive salt or unhealthy sauces. Controlling portion sizes and frequency of consumption is another important aspect of reducing the risks associated with grilled foods. Instead of making grilled meat the main focus of a meal, incorporating a variety of nutrient-dense side dishes, such as salads, whole grains, and steamed vegetables can balance the diet and provide additional heart protective benefits. Choosing whole grain buns instead of white bread for grilled sandwiches or burgers can also add fiber, which helps regulate blood pressure and supports overall cardiovascular health. For those who enjoy the taste of grilled foods but want to minimize potential health risks, alternative cooking methods such as baking, steaming, or slow cooking can be excellent options. These methods retain nutrients while reducing the need for excessive fats or high heat. Air frying is another modern alternative that provides a similar crispy texture to grilling, but uses less oil and eliminates harmful smoke-related compounds. Hydration and overall diet quality play an essential role in mitigating the effects of high sodium and unhealthy fats from grilled foods. Drinking plenty of water, consuming potassium-rich foods like bananas, avocados, and leafy greens, and engaging in regular physical activity can help counterbalance the impact of occasional grilled meals. Making gradual adjustments to dietary habits, such as reducing the frequency of grilled meat consumption and incorporating more plant-based foods, can contribute to long-term improvements in blood pressure management and heart health. The key is to enjoy grilled foods in moderation while making informed choices that align with a heart-healthy lifestyle. After learning about the foods and habits that can contribute to high blood pressure, it's clear that managing blood pressure isn't just about taking medication. It's also closely linked to diet and daily lifestyle choices. Limiting processed foods, choosing low-sodium options, reducing alcohol consumption, and adjusting how meals are prepared are all essential steps in protecting heart health and maintaining stable blood pressure. Maintaining a healthy diet combined with regular exercise will not only help control blood pressure, but also improve overall well-being. If you or a loved one are dealing with high blood pressure, consider making small but meaningful changes to lead a healthier life. I hope this video has provided you with valuable information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with more health-related content, and feel free to leave a comment below to share your thoughts or experiences. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.